and meaning for your future. Our department, the Department of English and Comparative Literature, shares a single focus, the study of language and literature. And we've chosen two outstanding students to speak for us today. The first one, Nicole Curtis Bailey.
The wind does not take my speech. Good morning, class of 2010. It is an honor to be standing here. I arrived at Cal State Fullerton, as some of you may have, a tired transfer student. A transfer student who at times believed there was no way I could make it to this moment. As I was preparing this speech, I found myself ridiculously blocked. I knew there were two things people were probably going to expect from me. Some nonsense about graduation and bad jokes. It's a lot harder than you might think to say something original about graduation. Dr. Seuss has pretty much said it all. He covers it thoroughly in his book, Oh, the Places You Will Go. If you haven't read this book, you need to see the department chair at the end of the ceremony, or she will promptly revoke your English degree and the last 4 to 5 years of your life. 4 to 5 years. Can you believe you've been battling your education this long? How many papers have you whined about endlessly, waiting until the last possible moment to actually write them? How many absence tallies have you kept secretly in the back of your notebook, just so you would never go over that precious 3 absence mark? How many times have you caught the scent of Carl's Jr. on the air? Or, even worse, in the close confines of a class filled with 35 people? Still, here we are at the end. We've arrived at the moment we believed would never come. Now that we're here, I have mixed emotions. I am elated to be done with my bachelor's, but terrified of what is next. I know there are some things you and I will truly miss. I know that we can agree we will miss the parking garage. The parking garage. I'm going to miss strange cars creeping along behind me as I walk to my coveted parking space. I'm going to miss the occasionally working escalators in McCarthy Hall. The strange man with a megaphone and offensive sign in the quad every day. And the little rush I get when I ride my bike in the dismount zone. All these small details have been memorable parts of campus life. Kidding aside, my experience at Cal State Fullerton has been a valuable one. I would say it has changed my life. I have been inspired. I have been frustrated. I have cried over plus-minus grading. I have debated Harry Potter heatedly. Slytherin, always and forever. But since I am up here now, and you must listen to me, I would like to take this opportunity to remind you of the responsibilities an English degree brings. Number 1, you are now responsible for the preservation of the 2 yours. I am of course referring to your and the contraction of you are. Now that you have an English degree, you must correct every incorrect Facebook status smugly. Number 2, you must also preserve the twos and the theirs, because I am sorry to tell you that some people don't realize there are 3 of each. It's a scary world out there. Number 3, you must also fight the advent of the Kindle. Because, let's face it, as English majors, we know the true beauty of a musty-smelling book and the feeling of physically turning pages. What, just me? No? And number 4, finally, the most important one. You are now required to criticize every book made into a movie. You must use the phrase, I read the book and it was nothing like the movie, and I am enraged. I guess you could reword that one if you like. Treasure these responsibilities. You worked hard for them. You didn't quit, and because you didn't, you have achieved something great. This chapter of our lives is now complete. I could not stand up here without quoting one of my favorite authors, Virginia Woolf. She once wrote, "Nothing has really happened until it has been recorded." Today is the day our university education becomes a reality. Today it will be recorded that we made it. We survived the wild ride of college. Thank you.
You got it? You got it.
Our second speaker